Hello, it's John Piper with the weekend video, and it's Saturday the 30th of November. I'm starting with Bitcoin this morning, which is quite interesting right now. We have the low that came in December on 3174. Nice 5 waves up, we discussed that fully. Now we've got this trend channel down here, which is taking us down to around 6530, which is somewhere down here. So I'm below the 61.8% level. It lasted about, the rally was 6 months, the fallback was 5 months. So in terms of time and price, we now are well into acceptable territory and beyond, in fact, slightly, for this decline, and the scene is set, I believe, for the next move up. Okay, so here is the low on the trend channel. I mean, it depends how you draw the line, whether it's precisely on it or not, but it's pretty close to that. So 6530, 5 waves up. So I'm counting 2 waves actually. The more positive count is it's an A, B, C. Notice that was bang on the 61.8% retracement. And then a 1, 2, 3 up to there, and a truncated 5 to be 1 of 3, 2 of 3, 1 of 3 of 3. This is getting a bit silly at the moment. I think that count's probably been invalidated. We have this double spike high here. Double spike. Come on. Spike there this morning. Spike there back. So I think this is a correction of sorts. The question is, how big a correction will it be? But there are 2 other counts here which are possible. So it's a slightly complicated position. I think my favourite count actually is the same as Bill Adlard's, that is, which is a leading diagonal. So a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a 5. Okay, with this correction now coming in, A, B. It could be a complete C. We could need a B, and I think then a bigger decline. So I think this is going to gives a bit of a shakeout. Whether it's leading diagonal, whatever it might be, I think we've got a bigger correction at the moment coming in. The third count, which let's look at quickly, is that it's all on ABC. So A, B, 1, 2, 3. A bigger 4 wave, a 5 wave to complete C, and this is all a new, possibly impulsive move down. Doesn't look like it's early days though. Personally, I'm going to look for a significant low next week, and that could take us. That could then start the 3rd wave up. So the acceleration phase, I think, is now pretty close. Okay, we're now at the end of November. I think late December, early New Year, we'll be seeing some pretty rapid price increases in Bitcoin, and well, now is the time to get on board. I think it will. Once we see the low, where it might fall, will be the time to get on board. Right, gold, no change of opinion on gold. We've seen the rally here. A, B, and C. I think it still needs to go lower. Have a look at shorter term. Right, the C wave, I mean, it could be a 5, 1, 2, 3, possible 4, 1, 2, 3. I mean, ABC here with this little blip up, 65. I mean, it's not impossible. It's very hard to get this as a key low because of this action here, which is definitely corrective. There's nothing here, any real interest really. So I think we're still going to go lower here. Just a matter of waiting a little bit longer, I think. Same with silver, really got pretty much identical pattern, really. 1, 2, 3, or ABC, I suppose. It could be an ABC, now a 1, 2, and a sort of final, well, ABC perhaps down to the lows, as I've discussed. Right, first is now interesting. We had the 5 waves up from this one, including big 4 around 7,000. We then had the ABC down to around 7.2, and then since then we had a 1, and A, B, C. So let's go down and look at that in more detail. Right, issued a buy signal down here. My view is this is an impulsive move, a one if you like, something that will be quite substantial. We've got the Christmas rally coming in, we've got the US election, blah, blah, blah. So I think we're looking for a key low here. I plan to issue a big call when I see whatever I see. Well, no, not whatever I see. I see the right kind of stuff. I mean, it could be complete already. We're a bit subnormal in terms of fibs, so we haven't hit the 38.2 yet. Nevertheless, it looks like a strong move, and Monday may well be the time to go in on this. So I'll be monitoring that quite carefully. But yeah, it certainly looks like we've got a very positive pattern, and the action could easily come in, as I say, on. Right, the DAX has a slightly different position. I'm counting this rally up here, which started somewhat before this chart, as a three wave. Looks like an A, a B, and there's a possibility of a C coming in here. Now, it may well be that will be overridden by other factors, but that is a worry. As long as that low at 13160 holds, I think all will be positive. But if that's taken out, then we could see a C wave decline here, which would delay any rally for a few days, I would think. Right, Wall Street, different pattern here. We had the move up. That was an A. This would be an irregular B because it's seen new highs, but this is just sideways. So I rather think again that looks like it's going to move up again as well. So I think we're going to see a concerted move probably on equities. FTSE certainly, well not certainly, there's no certainty. Dow probably. I think the Dow may well, obviously, if that happens, and the DAX, sorry, will follow on. So as I said last week, opportunities galore, and it should be a very interesting few weeks going forward, I think, and very interesting next year, I think. I mean, I think there's a couple of major mega trends at war at the moment. One is the desire of the various governments to pump up the economy, and especially Trump and his election next year. And they have a lot of cash, and they can create cash. So that's one, if you like, mega trend, which has been in effect for well, hundreds, if not thousands of years, really. When I say thousands of years, I mean, it's certainly true the governments have been doing that. I mean, the Roman denarius is a good example. But I think it's coming to a head, really, and now we have a better alternative. People say, why do we need Bitcoin? Well, we need Bitcoin so the government's ability to print cash willy-nilly and wage war willy-nilly, which is what they seem to do with it mainly, is curtailed. I think that's sort of pretty much a given, really. They, of course, don't want that to happen, so that's one war. And the other megatrend, or again, perhaps megatrend is the wrong word, but it's a natural need for economies to enter a recession, have a clean out, which hasn't been happening for quite a long time, or at least has for a little while, a little bit. But the industries that are past their sell-by date are buoyed up, and it's inefficient, and it prevents cash going through to the more important new businesses, and it's just senseless, really. But that's where we are, and I think next year these may come to a head, and I cannot see us, the economy, sort of avoiding a recession past the US election, although it may take a while, it may happen beforehand, and of course it takes, I mean, I'm talking about market peaks, really. It's often a year or two after the market peak that the economy situation actually becomes obvious. In 2007, markets peaked. In 2009, it was very obvious we were in a bit of a crisis, and before, of course, but more so in 2009. Anyway, I'll call it a day. Have a great weekend, and thanks for listening. And I'll speak to you again, at least subscribers, on Tuesday. Bye for now.